So let's talk about the resistance, because
People say you're a very tough interview.
I don't. John,
Do you find that?
John, I do find that. I do find it, but I really do enjoy. You know, it's easier when I have to interview egomaniacs.
Yes.
Yes, there she is.
Great. That was great.
There she is.
Oh, I feel so good about
You
that.
do.
That was really good.
I want to read a quote from Joe Russo about this, where he was asked by The Hollywood Reporter about the scene. He said, "Representation is really important to us in these movies. And I think the thing we are happiest most about Marvel moving forward is it's becoming incredibly diverse. We've done 4 of these films, and it was incredibly important to us. It was incredibly important to us to have a gay character represented somewhere in one of these 4 movies. We felt so strongly about it that I wanted to play the character in the film." Thank you so much.
Which one of you is running for president in 2020?
All of us.
All of you? Okay.
I think Lovett is probably the candidate.
Yeah.
Applaud. Please clap.
It's going well so far.
So,
Trump then, or as I call him, what if the car horn on a Porsche Cayenne became a person? No one good has ever driven a Porsche Cayenne. What kind of psycho? I want the douchiness of a Porsche and the douchiness of a Range Rover all at once. I want Porsche prices at Range Rover height. If anyone ever goes on a date and picks you up in a Porsche Cayenne, you just say, "Sorry, you keep going. Find another sucker. I don't want to get divorced from you in 5 years." No one in a Porsche Cayenne has ever had a successful marriage. Porsche Cayenne.
And look, we don't need you people. We're making money hand over fist.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
There it
Which
is.
is very
Lovett.
against. Which is very against the
People
start.
say that making money in like the content media game is hard, and like that is just like not my
It is.
experience.
It is. I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's honestly like a joke. It's super confusing because like everyone's like, "Oh, how are you gonna monetize?" Like it's easy.
Yeah.
Just start talking, and then
Yeah.
the money rolls in.
Don't tell them.
I don't know what other people are doing.
Yeah.
So clearly we're not raising money.
Okay. All right. Good.
You can tell.
Because you're not very.
I mean,
good at
like,
it.
I mean, you can give us money. It's gonna be
Right.
a terrible valuation for you.
Yeah. What is your valuation, John?
It's
Obviously, for you,
tremendous.
priceless in your head. But yeah, what is it?
I mean, I'm gonna have to say it, guys. $1 billion business, hub of the resistance. What do you want?
All right, okay.
There will be tactics of when to. Love its phone. There'll be tactics of when one should or should not respond to criticism, like Beto O'Rourke. You gonna take
I
it?
think I gotta take it. Hold on. Keep going.
Interesting.
This is the amount of respect he has for you, the viewer. There will be criticisms like Castro, Julian. Can you at least just duck out of the room when you're taking a phone call? Unfucking believable.
So something's getting delivered, and I've been waiting for it for a long time. And the guy can't get this thing off a truck. It was a whole thing. Listen, you
I
know
thought
what
it was
it's
like
like.
Postmates.
You know what it's like. It's my
Yeah, it's
Postmates.
Postmates.
You know what it's like.
Postmates.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry to Tommy.
It's probably
I'm sorry
a
to the
juice cleanse.
disrespect I've shown to everybody here. I'm not gonna dab Travis. Next question. I don't need your
We're
forgiveness.
the hosts of Pod Save America, and we will be vetoing or approving some fictitious laws. The Monday after every Super Bowl should be a national holiday.
They're all going to approve it, but I will only approve it if there's a similarly gay event that also gets a Monday off.
Mandatory nap time to be introduced at all institutes of employment after 4 p.m. Again, this is one that Lovett already does.
I do believe in a siesta, and I do think that we'd all be better off if there was sort of an acceptance that at 3 o'clock, hey, retire for a bit. Take a moment.
I don't do naps. Veto.
Do you want to call some strangers?
I don't think we have a choice. I'm gonna call. All right. Hi, my name is John. I'm a volunteer with the Democrats in Texas. Do you have a second to talk?
No, thank you, sir. Bye.
That's part of it.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Okay, so I called Keisha, Yolanda, and Chandrika.
Are you going through the list to find black names?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Stop starring the names that you think are black. What if I did that for the Jewish names?
Well, if he can find any, go ahead.
We were working on a speech. I don't remember the context. I think it was an economic speech, and somewhere in the middle of the speech, it talked about how sometimes you can't make decisions based on the polls. You know, you gotta do what you think is right. And as we were having this conversation, we realized on his desk there was a binder, I'd say about this thick, and it just was labeled polls. and I said to Axe, like, I mean, how big would the binder be if we did govern by the polls? And he screamed to his assistant at the time, Eric, this binder's supposed to be labeled research.
It's now State Senator Eric Lesser.
State Senator Eric Lesser.
There you go.
It's been a while.
The guys in these movies are very hot, and it's time they fuck each other. It is a chant I have led before. Let them fuck. Let them fuck. Let them fuck. Let them fuck. I got 1,000 Texans calling for gay sex in a Marvel movie. America is ready.
I think that's what are you talking about? No, who's pressuring you to make a decision now? The election's not for a year and a half. You're not voting at any time. You don't need to make a decision now. I don't know who's putting this kind of pressure on you to pick a candidate this early. A lot of people haven't even gotten in yet. We've got Joe Biden out there, you know. He keeps saying he's running for president, but he won't actually pull the trigger. He's accidentally running for president. Beto O'Rourke has several counters to stand on left in Iowa. Elizabeth Warren still hasn't outlined the rest of the Democratic policy platform for the rest of the candidates.
Mike Gravel is still making up his mind.
He's getting in the race. I still haven't learned anything more than John Delaney's name. And we got Andrew Yang out there. He's making Yang waves. He's against circumcision. That's the first time we're talking about that. First time it's ever been brought up on Pod Save America right now. So you're going to tell me you got to make a decision this early? We don't know what Cory Booker's position on circumcision is yet. We don't know where Kamala Harris stands on the universal basic income. Lots to do. Lots to decide.
Just a tip for all the Yang stands out there.
Just a tip.
Last question. What is everyone's star sign, and what star sign do you think we need in the Oval Office?
I'm a Gemini.
And I'm an adult.
Oh, God.
Born June 2nd.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it means
Same.
about me. Oh,
Not
yeah,
June 2nd, but yeah. I'm
You're a Gemini too?
Yeah.
I have found there's nothing I find less interesting than anything related to horoscopes. It is one of the dumbest fucking middle-aged nonsense thing that I don't understand why people care. I don't
When's
understand
Pundit's birthday?
who gives a shit.
Leo is a Leo.
You don't care about her birthday?
Pundit.
Born in August. That's one of the
makes
reasons we
sense.
named him
Pundit
Leo.
is an October dog.
Right, Leo?
Look at all of us. Look at all of us living in
That checks out.
living in the world that science has created for us, living healthy, fulfilling lives, and then turning around and basically believing in witchcraft. Oh, I'm in a bad mood because Saturn's in the wrong place. Mercury's in retrograde. Read a book.
Madison answering a question. Answering a question from last week, Lovett is a Leo, and do you both agree with this zodiac assessment of him? Leo traits, strengths, creative, passionate, generous, warm-hearted, cheerful, humorous. Weaknesses, arrogant, stubborn, self-centered, lazy, and flexible. Leo likes theater, taking holidays, being admired, expensive things, bright colors, fun with friends. Leo dislikes being ignored, facing difficult reality, not being treated like a king or queen.
So listen.
This is uncanny.
It's really unfortunate how well that describes certain people who may have been born in August. However, I still reject the idea that the location of the planets and Mercury in retrograde has any impact on our daily experience, and everybody who's talking about it sounds ridiculous.
So where do we fall? Do we agree, disagree? I don't know.
Do we agree that you just described me? Yes, we agree. You know, I don't know how you convince someone who doesn't need to listen. I don't know, but you know, I like Starbucks. I have it most mornings. I will, in all likelihood, continue to do so. He's the ex-CEO. It won't make a big difference, but I will tell you, until he actually decides to listen and stop trying to spin his way out of this, the only hot cup of blonde I'm interested in is Ronan Farrow. Okay. Shut up.